Hi everyone, we're going to be making a stir fry today. What we've got here, we've got the vegetables that we're going to be using: carrots, onions, peppers, your cabbages, not tomatoes, actually, they're mushrooms. We've also got your seeds, pumpkin, as well as your sunflower seeds. And then we're going to be heading off here and making the dressing a little bit later on. Before we go into it though, what I've done, I've pre-prepared a honey, coconut cream and turmeric dressing, and I've marinated the chicken for about a couple of hours. I'm going to put them in the oven for at 200 degrees for 10, 15, 18 minutes, just depending on the way I like it. I obviously want the breast to be nice and succulent, and then we're going to take them out and serve them with a stir fry vegetable. So let me show you what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to make the dressing. So what we're going to do is we're going to use soya sauce, and I'll put around about half a cup of soya sauce in a bowl. So let's just get it out there. So I put half a cup of soya sauce in a bowl. I'm going to use some honey, a nice big heaped a teaspoon of honey, just to add a little bit of sweetness. Some people use palm sugar, but I've got honey here, so I might as well use honey. If you don't have honey, you could also use brown sugar, raw sugar, just depending on what you've got. I'm also going to use a touch of sesame oil. Be careful, don't use too much, it's pretty strong. So I'm going to be putting a teaspoon in, and that came out quite quickly. So yeah, around about a teaspoon, half a lemon cut. I need to taste this by the end of it just to see if I want a little bit more lemon. So I'll start off with half a lemon, and at the end I taste it to see if I want to add a little bit more tartness to the dressing. Then what I do is I've microplaned the ginger, so you can microplane the ginger and the garlic, but I decided just to chop the garlic up roughly, so I'm going to whack that in there. I'm going to put the ginger in, and if you want to, you can add coriander into your sauce, but I find that some of my friends don't enjoy it, so I leave it on the side for me to add it in, and then I know my friends and my family members will eat it. So I'm just going to mix it just to bind it quite nicely. Sometimes what I do is, if I want to make it more sticky and thicker, the sauce, I add a touch of corn flour in. So a teaspoon of corn flour into this mix, and then when I pan fry, when I add it in right at the end of the stir fry, it just tends to coat the vegetables a lot nicer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to taste it, see what I think of it. So let me taste it. It's nice, it's delicious, it's tart. It is quite strong, the soya sauce, but it's going to be diluted in the stir fry. And then I'm just going to add a touch of sesame seeds, and probably another teaspoon of sesame seeds into here. And I ideally like to marinate or leave this to marinate for a couple of hours, but if you don't have time, we're just going to put it in, but the best is to leave it in the fridge just to absorb the ginger and the garlic a little bit more. Alright, we're going to be doing the stir fry, so I'm going to get the pan really nice and hot. I'm going to add a little bit of sunflower oil. You can use olive oil, but I just find with this kind of dish, sunflower oil is fine. Also, you could even use sesame oil, so it depends on what you're wanting to do. So you're going to put a little bit of oil in the pan, and what we're going to do is we're going to first pan fry the mushrooms, then I'm going to take them out, then I'm going to stir fry the rest of the vegetables, and then right at the end I'm going to add in the soy sauce dressing, just toss it together and then put it in the bowl. Rice in, but this is optional. You actually don't need to add the rice. You can serve the rice separately, but it just sometimes adds or absorbs the flavor nicely. So just add in as much as you would like the family to have. We're going to be sharing around about 4 people. I'm going to do about 6 heaped tablespoons of cooked rice, and I'll just stir it in just to coat it. I'm just going to finish it off with some peanuts just to give it a little bit of crunch. Let's just put that in and just garnish with a few more peanuts, and then you can serve with your chicken.